people treat me differently after weight loss, but more importantly, how do guys treat me differently after the weight loss? You guys always ask this question literally ever since I've lost my weight. I've done tons of motivation tips, exercise tips, diet tips, all of that jazz, but I've never really sat down and done a full video on like relationships. So now is the time. Today is the day. I have some dating stories and some dating nightmare stories for you guys. There are screenshots. There are some dire stories because now that your girl is not 212 pounds, things are a lot different in terms of the dating world. So if you guys want to hear some stories and have a little story time with me, then just give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit subscribe because I'm doing 2 videos a week right now and I would love to have you guys back and keep watching. People are always like, how do people treat you differently once you started losing weight? And I do not know what kind of friends y'all have because my core group of friends and my family, no one treated me differently. I would say get better friends if anyone treats you differently after losing weight. None of my friends and my family treated me any differently apart from saying that they were super proud of me and congratulations, and if they need any weight loss tips, I'm always the first one they come to, like what did I do? Everyone's very interested in what I did. But the biggest thing that I've noticed and the biggest difference is in terms of dating and guys. Back when I was 200 pounds, I've never been a pushover. I've never been someone that lets people treat me like shit. So I would not have stood for anyone treating me like shit back then. But also, I was in denial. I didn't even know how big I was. Like, there were days I thought I looked skinny when clearly, girl, you were 212 pounds. You didn't. So I didn't notice that anyone treated me differently when I was bigger either. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't getting that much attention from men. I never had any negative experiences, though. No one was ever rude to my face, at least. You have to remember that you are the same person, and like, I'm talking to you guys as if you guys are losing weight too, but I am the same person that I was when I was fat, now that I am at a skinnier body type. The only thing that has changed is my outward appearance. I'm slimmer. So quite frankly, if a guy was into me back when I was 212 pounds and I was fat, that is just because I'm so freaking awesome. No, I'm just kidding. Totally joking. But obviously if someone was into me back then, that meant that they were into me for all of the right reasons. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Dating was a lot easier back then because of that than it is now. So if you are someone who is bigger right now and wants to lose weight because they think they want to get a guy to like them or they want more male attention, don't get into that mindset because you are great just as you are, to be honest. Love yourself first. And then once I started losing weight, I was not focused on dating. I was not focused on meeting anyone. I was just very selfish. I was into me. I was into my weight loss. I was into my HIIT 5 times a week. There was no time to be going out and like having like pleasantries and small talk and like doing the draining first date thing and doing all that because it was all about me for those years. But now, you know, I've tapered off. I'm ready to kind of get into it. I still think dating is the most draining thing, for the record. Meeting new people, having the small talk, you know, but it has to be done because your girl's getting on in life. So what has changed now that I have lost the weight? Well, first of all, obviously there is a lot more male attention because men are visual creatures. First of all, I want to preface all of this by saying this has just been my experience. I am not trying to be negative towards men. I'm not trying to say that I am the shit and that everyone thinks I'm great. These men, like, it's not like this happens on a daily basis, for goodness sakes. These are just my experiences and things that I've noted. Obviously, it's hard to meet people the older that you get because, you know, you all have your same friend circles and yada yada yada. So then it gets to online dating and all the apps, and you know, that is where the struggle begins. Because you may get a lot of matches like I do when you're slimmer now that you've lost weight. I didn't have this when I was 212 pounds, but you may match up with people, but weeding out the quality who want you for more than a little, it's hard. It's like a full-time job. I cannot tell you in the last freaking like 6 months, maybe like a year, how many first dates I've been on. Dates that haven't really gone anywhere, but at the end of the date, first date may I add, these men will try to take you home with them. And that is fine if you're into that, more power to you, because I am not about slut shaming. But that's not for me. Which, I mean, it's fine, but I mean like down the line, not like on the first date after we've had a drink, like slow your roll. Second of all, you will get DMs like this on your Bumble or Tinder. I'm gonna throw this up on the screen. I'm great, thanks. And honestly, sorry if this is too forward. I leave in a month for, this is another city, for work. I'm a general contractor and making a lot of money. I'm not trying to be an asshole or give you any type of BS, but I'm only here for a month and I want a smoking hot 11 out of 10 smoke show bleep babe hanging off my arm. I'm not trying to get demonetized here. I can't offer you anything besides BS free awesome sex and shopping trips on me. Sorry if that's too forward, but that's my situation. Well, for starters, this was very bold and I was like, wow, that takes some balls to actually send that. So it's almost like kudos. But second of all, I can do my own damn shopping. Like, I think I do pretty well on the shopping front myself. When I was 212 pounds, I would have never received a message like this because people were into me for me and to getting to know me and my personality. That's just how it was because there wasn't much going on, like, you know, in the visual. Like, what am I doing? Another thing that may happen is when you let people down gently and you let them know that you're not here for just a good time, a one night bam, blam, bam, thank you, ma'am. They may get a little bit salty with you and call you all names in the books, but never fear. A few months or weeks later, enter a screenshot too, they will come back and they may hit you with, "Can we try this again, babe?" Question mark. I blocked out the number because obviously I'm not trying to catch a lawsuit, but I did not have this number saved in my phone. So this came from an unknown number, and you guys will see on the bottom of the screenshot, I sent this to my friends. I wanted to write, "And good love, enjoy." You know, that future meme, because that is the first thing that came to my mind. Again, never would have happened to me when I was 212 pounds. So those are just some of like my little dating nightmares. Another thing that never happened to me when I was 212 pounds was just general attention when I would be like walking through the mall or walking down the street. I would never really get approached or things like that. That happens a lot more now, and approaching respectfully, totally fine. But nowadays, sometimes you will get like the odd time you're walking down the street. The other day this happened to me. I was standing at a stoplight when I was on my way to the mall. I was walking, I was the pedestrian. A guy pulled up in a big truck next to me and out of the window yelled, "Nice ass." And I just was mortified. I wanted to die because I am a very shy person inside. I do these videos, but I'm talking to a camera. So I'm like an introverted extrovert, and any form of attention, like in public, I just want to die, and especially that form. And there was a lady next to me, and I was just like, and she was like, "Well, I'm old, so he's obviously not talking to me." And I was like, oh, ground, swallow me now. I just pretended I didn't hear. And then finally, another thing that never happened was a bitch was never ghosted before until she lost weight, which that's probably because I wasn't really doing the whole dating thing before, so I wasn't putting myself out there as much, but ghosting sucks. Why leave someone hanging? Especially when you think things are going well, and then it's like silent night. The worst, the absolute worst. Anyone who's been there knows it's the absolute worst. So I think the biggest thing that I have learned from losing weight is that people do not treat me differently, but it has also made dating harder for me, which is why I am single. God, send me a good guy, please. Like, I'm turning 28. Please let me someone who's good, respectful, taller than me, like 6 foot, because I want to wear my heels. So, too much to ask. Right now, your girl is focused on herself, and if something comes along, it comes along, and I'm just being me. But I just wanted to have a little girl chat with you guys, a little one-on-one for all those people out there who asked. And yeah, I hope it gives you guys a little food for thought. So if you're someone that is losing weight, don't be discouraged, because we lose weight for ourselves. We don't lose weight for any man. Just be yourself, love yourself as you are, and the right person will come along when it's meant to be for you. So don't get discouraged. This is all in lightheartedness. Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope you guys like this different style of video for me. It's kind of more personal. It's kind of not something I've ever really done on my channel. Let me know if you guys want more kind of like these personal story time style videos, because I can do that. And yeah, I will be back really soon with a new video for you guys. Bye.